Round the mountain, run boys run. Devils in the house in the rising sun. Chicken in the bedpan picking out dough. Ooh, chicken in the bedpan picking out dough. That can't taste very good. Welcome, my friends. Welcome to another aimless adventure coming to you from Oakhurst, California. We've been in the mountains. We've been checking out all kind of nature stuff. Today is straight up freestyling. We're looking for Roadside Funky in this little town called Oakhurst. As it comes, I'm filming it. Boom, no agenda. Woo! Let's do it. Just rolling in, just rolling into town. Whatever comes up, that's what comes up. Whoa, axe throwing, axe throwing. It's probably not going to be open, but I just saw a sign for axe throwing. Throwing of axes. And it's closed. Dang it. Oh, well. Where one axe falls, another one flies. Check this out. It's like a locomotive, only it's a smoker. That's pretty cool. That's a very large smoker. Very large smoker. But that's pretty cool. All right. Well, let me ask you this. Who wants to see some mo? I heard of some pretty cool stuff in this town, so let's go get it. I think I may have picked me up a rock. Whoa, hey. Oh, looky here, looky here. Mountain town goodness. Yosemite National Park is only 14 miles up the hill. But here we are in Oakhurst looking for roadside goodness. That creepy weather coming in off those mountains is the perfect weather for our next subject. Behold, Squatchage. This particular Squatch lights up at night. They have purple lights that go around him. I saw him the other night. And I said, I'll be back, son. That is very loud. Very loud. Audio is going to be a little suspect on this one because we are right off the main road. So this is your standard, roadside dealio with all kind of fixings like, what they got going on in here? Some rustic phonage. Oh, who remembers those? Who remembers those things? How much is that? I can't see it. Oh, I wish it was open. Old school skis. Propellers made into some dangly thing. Old school radio, license plates, stirrups, and some cool swag. Let's check this out. Let's get in this window. It's like the old one-take vlogs going on here. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's off the old-timey cars. I can't remember what car that's off of. See if I can get my shadow in the way here to... Nah, that ain't working. But check it out. Here's that thing I was talking about. When I was a kid, these used to be on all the restaurant tables. How much is it? $250 So if you know anybody who's looking for one, I'll give you the info to this place so it can help out a mom and pop. This bartender is firm. Natachi Corona. Alright, so this joint is called Southgate Station. If you're ever in Oakhurst, California, go in and give them some love. Help out a mom and pop. Give you a little look of the layout of this, set up like an old western town. Got any beef jerky, bro? Social distancing. How about you get Get learned. Are you not watching the interwebs? It's all over the news, bro. Yeah, COVID. Oh, staring into his eyes is freaking creepy. That's actually very creepy, to stare into his eyes. That, my friends, is one of the best squatches I've ever seen. It's not as big as the one at the Chevron near state line of Nevada and California, the terrible Herbst, biggest Chevron in the world. That one's like 15 feet, but this one's friggin' buff. Dude clearly curls giant chunks of beef jerky. I don't know what he's made out of. Maybe resin? Or brass? No, it can't be brass. It's got to be resin. Yeah, he's resin. But check out them peepers. Looks like Cornelius. Or one of the gorillas off of Planet of the Apes. That's pretty impressive. So dudes, for scale size. Alright, for scale size. So Squatch, we don't really know how big you are. But clearly you're bigger than a 5'11" dude. Because I might be I don't know, I might be 6 foot with a hat on. So he's a little bit taller than me, just a couple inches. But he is hunched over. Give him that. You're hunched over. So I'm going with maybe like 6'7", 6'5", 6'7". Does that seem about fair? Bro? Now he's all bent out of shape about the social distancing. Whatever, dude. Suck it. Hey, but her Sasquatch. You ain't the only game in town. Check it out. They got another one of you up there. But what I was getting at is over here. There's a bear. And guess what I can do? I can hang out with this bear because I can sit in his, like, innards. I can sit in the innards of the bear right there. You don't mind, do you? Why do bears always look like they're high? Like they always look like they're burning. Right before they rip your throat out. Like, hey, I'm really lit. Dude, got any Doritos? Rawr! So what's up, man? What you been burning? Alright, I ain't a cop or nothing. You ain't got to get all hushy-hush. You like bluegrass music, bro? What is it with you guys? You got nothing to say? He's got nothing to say? Oh. You know about the social distancing, don't you? And here I am, coming over and sitting on your innards. Well, you got a point. So, on that note, rather than have you rip out my esophageal tract, I'm going to bounce. I still think you're high as a kite. Our next stop brings us to the Oakhurst Grill in Oakhurst, California. And that is a gigantic Statue of Liberty, carved entirely from cedar trees by artist Miles Tucker. That thing's huge. And check it out, even down to the toes and the chains. A lot of folks have never really been to the Statue of Liberty, but this is pretty spot on. She does have broken chains where her legs and ankles were shackled. The backside of Liberty. Man, that's pretty impressive. I did not expect to see that. Randomly freestyling in a town I've never been in. Well, technically I've been here for a couple days, but this thing, that's pretty cool. Those are the things that get my juices flowing. Look at it, it's humongous. It's a giant wooden Statue of Liberty. That's cool. Now, a giant Statue of Liberty made of cedar tree is not all they have. They also have bears. Because every mountain community needs more bears carved of trees. I'd like to see a bear carved out of bear. I mean, you couldn't use the meat, but you could use the bones. Can you do that? Is that still around? Is that called scrimshaw, I think? Or no, that was drawing on whale bones. That, my friends, is a giant sequoia, or at least a chunk of one. This thing is massive. It was toppled by a winter storm back in 1979, and they say it's about 2,000 years old. Weighing in at, wait for it, 900,000 pounds. Why? Because it was 200 feet long and 50 feet in circumference. That is massive. Where it all began, in the nooks and crannies of the tree. That is one big piece of wood, yo. That is the largest piece of wood I've ever seen. And this isn't even a show about prison. Check it out. They're using big old cables to keep the bark on there. I mean, look at the bark alone on this thing. I ain't even talking about the meat, but look at the bark. That's probably, let's see, from fingertip, it's almost a full finger length in bark. Now, if you're looking for that giant chunk of sequoia, it can be found here at the Best Western Plus in Oakhurst, California, as well as that little bear sitting on that other bear, and that other bear getting his mark on. That was pretty cool, but there's more. This area of the country is known for gold mining, and we're mining some serious roadside gold. Oh yeah, channeling my inner Huell Hauser, looking for the amazing. Let's do it. No old-timey town would be complete without epic murals. That's good stuff. I wonder where that fella's going. Strength training, brother. Strength of a bear. I have not seen Rex Kwon Do yet, but I'm looking for him, because I want a roundhouse kick from a man wearing pants like those. Those aren't exactly roadside attractions, but they are pretty sweet. Houses like that one, and that one right there that they turned into a Century 21. Those are pretty sweet. Every town has their legends. Every town has their mascots. And apparently Oakhurst has theirs as well. I don't know the name of the bear, but the bear talks. The bear says stuff. I've never seen a bear that talks. I don't have a lot of info on this one. I don't know who made it. I don't know how long it took. I don't know when they put it here. But they got a bear that talks in the middle of town on highway or road 426. And I don't know the cross street because I didn't bother looking. But you push that button over there by the T of talking, and the bear is going to say stuff. I'm going to call you Willis because I want to know, what you talking about, Willis?
While you walk around me, let me tell you something about my past and what made the California grizzly unique. My mother, like most grizzly sows, bore her first family at age 7 and continued to bear a pair of cubs every 3 years. I was born hairless, blind, only 9 inches long, and weighed less than a pound at birth. My mother's milk was 5 times richer than high-quality cow's milk, so after about 90 days, I weighed almost 7 pounds and emerged from the den for the first time about the size of a rabbit. My mother stayed with us so we could learn to hunt, find shelter, food, and live in the wild. At age 2, like all grizzlies, I struck out on my own, and Mom started another family. To keep our numbers in balance, or if food is scarce, pregnant sows will self-abort. If there are too many cubs, the female cannot manage them, and the young will fall prey to boars, or male bears. Check out my nose. Yours should work so well. We were known for the strongest sense of smell in the world. I can smell Karo syrup 5 miles away if the wind is right. The Indians used to say when a young man had the eye of an eagle, the ears of a deer, and the nose of a grizzly, he then was a brave. My hearing is better than yours too, but I don't see so well. That's why I'll attack anything if I'm surprised, teased, or antagonized. I'll also attack if you disturb my dinner, and a female with cubs will attack if she senses danger. Grizzlies run from nothing. When we still roamed the Oakhurst area before the last of my kin was killed in 1923, we went into hibernation in winter very fat. Our bodies utilized the nutrition from our fat and even remanufactured all waste byproducts internally and recycled them over and over through the body system. Even though they've tried, scientists have not been able to duplicate that process. The California grizzly is gone now, but my relative, the American black bear, continues to roam this region. Please keep your campsite clean. Food left out brings bears to their area now and later on because they remember where they found that food just once. Like my cousin Smokey says, be sure your fire is out, dead out. And please, don't litter. Come visit me again. I have other stories to tell about myself. If you would like some free information on California grizzlies, come into the office and ask for the Bear Facts. I hope to see you again.
Exiting Oakhurst a few miles, I ran into a small town called Coarsegold. This is a fairly busy road and has a really sweet abandoned restaurant called the Broken Bit with a neon sign. The neon's still in the bottom portion of the restaurant area where it says restaurant. But that's not why I stopped. Check this out. It's a 10-foot tall miner made of wood. I would assume that this is also made of cedar, similar to the other sculptures in the town of Oakhurst. Check him out. His eyeballs are fixed on that golden nugget. With that giant man hand of his. It's like a crab claw. Dude is buff. Look at that. Guy is ripped. He's got a very large nugget and a head, which is what I meant by nugget. Very well done, sir. Oh, look, somebody left one of these deals, rocks where you paint them, and sometimes it says stuff on the back. Oakhurst Rocks on Facebook. 2008. 2018? Cool. I guess that's when it was made. I hope that's not when it was left here, man. It's been 2 years. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that and tag them. I love it when folks do that. So Oakhurst Rocks on Facebook. Go check them out. Tell them you are you think it's cool that they're doing what they do. Dude's rocking a massive 6-shooter. That thing's huge, dude. It goes from hip to kneecap. Oh boy, it's got his early version of a Desert Eagle. Man, real nice job, real nice job. I think he's got some kind of wart right there. Oh, I touched it. Dang it. That's probably not a good idea. There's nobody out. Nobody on the lake. Nobody fishing. Just hear wind rustling through the trees, birds, and a distant waterfall. All's quiet at the gazebo. All's quiet at the gazebo. You can see the level of the lake has gone down considerably. This whole area where I'm walking used to be covered. Unless they get a whole bunch more snow and rain. Probably won't see that again for quite some time. There's a lonely car. It's the only sign of life I've seen. The ducks seem to be enjoying life. Ah, the life of a duck. You know, ducks mate for life. Temperature's dropping. Sure is quiet out here. Those trees that used to be on the bottom of the lake with fish cruising through it. It's crazy. That's the one constant about life. Things are always changing. They always remain the same in some ways, but they are always changing in others. These stones, which were on the bottom of the lake, have little water pools in them. Those are too accurate to be just random drip holes. I wonder if back in the day they were drilling in this area and maybe we're testing the bits out on this rock or what that was from. The lake might be down for now, but that river is bringing new life, and with it new opportunities for all kind of critters and all kinds of folks. That's a good thing. Well, I think this is going to be my last day up here in the mountains. Had quite a bit of rain, had quite a bit of fun. Started to get quite a bit of crazy. So I appreciate y'all joining me on these social distancing vlogs. It was an experiment. I don't do daily uploads. It is a lot of work, but it's fun. It is fun. So, I don't know. Who knows, maybe one day, Lord willing, I'll get to do this full time. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if I could do the daily thing. Like I said, it's work. It is definitely work. It's fun, but it's work. I've been working a long time, man. I would love to be able to do something that I love again. Look at that. That's something right there.